Do you have a routine in the morning or before a sporting event that you feel like if you don't do, you'll get bad results? Many of us have natural paranoia, but are we aware that there are many people out there that their paranoia overcomes their life? I became aware of obsessive compulsive disorder by watching MTV's special on OCD that I'm sure many of you have seen. OCD can be a life-altering disorder that overpowers its victims with unwanted, obsessive thoughts and paranoia. Today, I'm going to review the symptoms, causes, treatments for people with OCD. And to begin, I'm going to list some routines that people with OCD perform. Allsec Journal by Rosalind Gardner in 2003 explains several of these actions. The first is checkers. These are people that would check the doorknob and see if it's locked several times because they're afraid something bad is going to happen if it's not. Next, there's washers and cleaners. These are people that will wash their hands several times because they are worried and afraid of germs, or they'll clean the apartment because they're worried about getting sick. The National Institute of Mental Health gave a good example of a person with OCD, like a washer or cleaner. This young lady, and I quote, said, "I would wash my hair 3 times because 3 is my lucky number and 1 is not." I thought that was a good example of just an obsessive thought that seems irrational to us, but these people have to do it to get rid of it. The next action that one of these people perform is called a repeater. These people repeat an action over and over and over again until they feel like they don't have to anymore, like tapping a table 6 times at 12 o'clock every day, or just something along those lines. Next is an order. These are people that keep things in certain orders, and if you move something out of order, they notice immediately and upsets them very much. Finally, there's a worrier. These people are worried that themselves or people close to them are going to get sick or going to die, or anything bad is going to happen to them, and they can't get rid of that obsessive thought. Next, I'm going to discuss some causes for these irrational actions. Most people say that people affected by OCD perform these actions because that is the only way they can get rid of their obsessive thought. It'll continue in their mind over and over again until they do it, and that will tame their thoughts, but if they don't do it, they get very, very bad anxiety. And they say that you develop these kind of thoughts by the age of 30. And some studies show that it's caught, like, every patient that has OCD has the same brain or abnormality. And also they say they think it might be caused by head injury or infection. Next, what are some treatments that you can do for OCD, and is there any way that you can completely get rid of it? The PubMed Health, the National Library of Medicine, says OCD can be treated only by medicine and therapy. The best way to treat it is by intense behavioral therapy, and the best medicine to treat it with is antidepressant, anti-anxiety. None of these are a quick fix because you cannot get rid of OCD completely, but by participating in dedicated therapy for pretty much your whole life, you can tame these thoughts and keep them under control, but you will still have habits that still interfere with your life, but maybe not so much as it would before. In conclusion, OCD is a very serious, complicated disorder, and we are not sure about a lot of its causes, and we don't have a lot of great treatments. So many people out there still suffer, and there's just no quick fix. It is OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, is a life-altering disorder. It overpowers its victims with unwanted thoughts and routines. So next time you mess up your routine and it seems essential to do it in the proper way, just think, are you really that paranoid?